Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakotash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who are teaching 100% truth of the Holy Scriptures. Shalom to the elect, shalom to the brothers who are pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. And in this lesson, as the title reads, nearly 93% of the global central banks are now exploring digital currencies. See, because that's where this world is heading to. They're doing away with physical cash and what they're moving into digital currencies, man. And it's all the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai because it's all leading to one thing, man, and that's the MOTB. Okay, and this is from endtimeheadlines.org, and it's read the title, so the date, get into it. It says a vast majority of global central banks are exploring the scope of issuing their own currency, own digital currencies. And it's a trend that could eventually aid the international campaign to shift away from the dollar, according to a research paper published by the International Monetary Fund staff. It says up to 93% of monetary authorities around the world are considering so-called central central bank digital currencies, and more than 100 countries are looking at um, ish, retail issuance of such instruments. Researchers at the institution said, citing figures from the Bank for International Settlements. See, so everything is getting more digitalized, you know, because what is ultimately the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Uh, get there right quick. Give a quick scripture. Isaiah 55. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and verse 11. It says, So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. You see, because Yahweh Shemel Shai, had given the vision to John the Baptist. It's like John the Revelator, not the Baptist, because he got beheaded. You know what I'm saying? John the Revelator in the island of Patmos, right? And what and in order to push that to give warning of the MOTP. So that's what I'm trying to get to, is that it's gradualism. All these things is leading up to the mark of the beast, man. Which is that implantable, chip. Okay, that they're starting to push as well, man, more and more. All right. I'm gonna read this again, Isaiah 55 verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. It shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it. So yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you see, he already got everything planned out, man. And he's controlling these leaders, right? And they're moving in a form of gradualism, because at the end of the day, all roads lead to the MOTB. Okay, so now going back to the article, um, it's over here. It says, and that could be a tailwind for the anti-dollar movement, at least in economies, according to the IMF staff. CBDCs could not de-dollarize or counter cryptoization. they wrote in the report published this month. See, because it's all in order to control, man. It says in dollarized or euroized community, the introduction of a CBDC, excuse me, could encourage a greater use of the local currency by making it a more attractive means of payment. You see, but everything is coming out of convenience with this devil, right? Like, they say that you could now open doors with just having, what I'm saying, this MOTB, or even with this, you see, it's a more attractive means of payment. You'll get your money way faster, with this whole Fed now, that they're gonna start pushing, you know, this whole Fed now system. And even it's just in the form of convenience. But you see, we see right through Esau Edom his lame tactics, man. See, excuse me. This is Second Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." All right. So we see that Esau Edom, he likes to put things as it being convenient for you. Now it's a faster way of, what I'm saying, receiving your payments, for you to do online banking even faster, you know. But in reality, man, with this whole dot this digital currency, right? It's a lot more control over it now. You know what I'm saying? Your your money is not acceptable here because you have reached a limit of you buying too much meat. Right? You done drove too many miles, so now you can't stock up on gas no more. Oh, you done visited this website. I'm talking about something that wasn't aligned to the political views. So now everything is on standby. You can't use it till we know that you are a what do they call it, this a upstanding citizen. You know. But you see, we see all through that, but at the same time, we're going to have to be using these digital currencies, all right, like Apostle Har said, you know, it's up until they mandate you getting that MOTB, and then, we're going to have to depend on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay, more than ever, man. All right, so now going back to this. This is this is continuing. It says, however, the impact of CBDCs would depend on the extent to which the instrument addresses the barriers to financial inclusion in a given country, according to the report. Central digital currency Central bank digital currency is money that is a country's central bank can use. It's called digital or electronic because it isn't physical money like notes and coins. You see, and we understand that forgive me, that money it comes in gold and silver and cattle, like it says right here. Look, it says Genesis 13 and 2. It says, and Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. So hey, that's easy, man. So now you could they could you know what I'm saying, the way they could take away from, it's just a couple of zeros, adding a couple of zeros or taking away a couple of zeros, man, and you become rich. But it's not, that is not a currency, man. You know, because it has to do with weight. All right, the pound, the dollar, the peso. Right, the peso is a it means weight in Spanish. All right, and it's called digital or electronic because it isn't physical money